I speak unto thee this day, and I say, how many lives are wasted because of disobedience. That is, because men refuse to obey me, because they refuse to walk in my way. I say, how many lives are ended in hell, damnation forever, because men refuse to walk in obedience unto me. I say, they are countless, they are endless, the fools who die and perish in sin. But I say that I, the living God, do offer unto the sons of men the way of obedience, the way of life, that they could come forth in me. That is, that they could be uplifted and given the hope, the peace, the strength, that I alone do bring, if they would but learn to obey. For I say, in obedience is found my life, in obedience is found the goodness that I provide. And I say that the ones who will walk in obedience unto me will be kept by me. I say you are living in a time when disobedience has reared its head as though it were a king that would remain forever. That is, the rebellious imagine their disobedient reign will go on and on and on with no end to the same. But I say it is me, the living God, who is bringing forth my wrath, my fury, my indignation revealed. And I say that I'm pounding and pounding and pounding upon the disobedient, the ones who are far from me. And I say the rebellious fools who strut themselves in proud array will be smitten. I say they will be wounded. I say they will be leveled by me. For I say it is me, the living God, who is indeed bringing forth my wrath against the disobedient, the proud, the arrogant fools who imagine they are greater than they are. For I say it is me, the living God, who raises men up and brings men down, and when they take the glory unto themselves, they are blinded fools. That is, they are assuming that they can go on forever in their wickedness, their evil, their iniquity, and I, the living God, do not even see the same. But I say they are fools, blinded by pride, deceiving themselves, led astray. For I say it is me, the living God, who does indeed see the evildoers, and I say that I'm able to bring them down. I say this day, when you look upon the state that men are in, when you look at the condition they have brought unto themselves, what is it that you do? I say you simply continue in the way of obedience unto me, declaring the truth that I provide. For I say it is me, the living God, who is searching the earth for the ones who will obey, and I say that the same will be spared, brought forth, and guided by me. But I say that the disobedient in this wicked generation are under the wrath that I, the living God, am bringing forth. And I say, no matter what it is that they try to do against me, I say that they shall not stop me, for it is me, the living God, who is able to vindicate my wrath. And I say it is me, the living God, who will show unto the rebellious fools that indeed they are not in control as they had imagined. It is me, the living God, who will indeed show forth my victory once again upon the sons of men. For I say, when I do indeed bring down the disobedient, the wayward, the careless fools, I say that men will learn once again the respect of me. For I say they will know, understand, and realize that I am the Almighty God. There is none like unto me, and I remain. Now stop and consider, when you have walked afar off from me, when you have chosen the way of disobedience, you have chosen death. And I say that death is worshipped in these times because men are living in disobedience, they are living in rebellion, they are living in despair, and I say they are ruled by death. Now stop and consider the end of such a futile existence. What is it that they gain? Oh yes, they gain their own death, they gain the death of others, but more than that, they gain eternal punishment through hell itself. That is, they will be held accountable for all of their death worship, for all of their proposing that death is the way. And I say that they will be in torment forever, because it is me, the living God, who will cause it to be so. Now stop and consider, if a man will walk in obedience unto me, then he has shown my way. And I say that he will be uplifted and guided, directed and corrected in the truth, the light, the mercy that I provide. For I say it is me, the living God, who is the way of all righteousness, the way of all truth, and the way of mercy intended. And it is me, the living God, who will cause the ones who are mine to be ever brought forth, guided and directed by me. I say this day, let it be me, the living God, that you will continue to look to, that you will continue to believe, to trust, to obey. Let it be me, the living God, that you seek to please and not any other. For I say, so often my people go a-whoring after the gods of the heathen. I say they worship idols and they bring to themselves destruction. And I say it is because they have chosen the way that I have forbidden, the way of disobedience. Now stop and consider, when men are proud and high-minded, they think they can go another way other than the way that I provide. That is, they think they can continue in disobedience, and somehow that idol-living God will smile upon the same. I say, what fools they are, led astray by their own proud thoughts, by their own high imaginations against me. For I say, when men will choose the way of disobedience, I say they are inviting wrath unto themselves. Now stop and consider, when you look at the condition that men are in this wicked generation, what do you think has brought it about? I say it is simply because they have chosen to disobey me rather than walk in the respect of me. And I say, when men through their choosing will go in the way of disobedience, of course wrath is invited upon them. And I say, especially now when I'm ventilating and revealing my wrath, it is only a fool who chooses to disobey. I say, this day do not seek for the way of disobedience, but I say rather seek for the way of my life. That is, be seeking to come forth ever pleasing unto me, that I, the living God, may bring me forth. I say, be seeking to walk in the truth, the light, the mercy of who I am, and you will indeed be uplifted in me. For I say, it is me, the living God, who will give forth the mercy, the truth, and the light unto the ones who continue to obey. But I say that the ones who have chosen the way of disrespect towards me, the way of rebellion and disobedience, will find themselves continually being pounded by me. For I say that I, the living God, am not mocked. And I say, when you see the ones who think they may mock me and get by, I say they are nothing but foolish fools. That is, they are compounded in their foolishness, they are compounded in their disobedience, and I say they are loving it so. For I say they are rebels who are intoxicated on pride and thinking they remain forever. But I say it is through me, the living God, that they shall indeed be brought low, brought down, and shown that they are fools. For I say, when I, the living God, do continue to hammer with my wrath, my fury, my indignation, I say there are some who will reckon themselves as the fools they are. That is, they will see that their behavior, that their rebellion and their disobedience towards me has gotten them the reward of fools. And I say, such ones will possibly repent and come unto me, and I, the living God, will forgive. But I say that the other ones who are strong in their rebellion and disobedience will be kept in such a course until they are damned forever. I say this day, consider that I, the living God, do give unto the men, unto the sons of men, the way that is righteousness, the way that is truth, and the way that is mercy. And I say, if men will be accepting of my way, then it is me, the living God, who will be ever present to ever guide them forth. But I say, when you see the ones who are incurring my wrath, my fury, my indignation, because of their repeated disobedience towards me, know they deserve the same. For I say they have chosen through wayward and careless living, through wanton disobedience, the way of their own damnation. I say this day, if you consider how simple it is, obey me and live and partake of the life that I provide forever, why would you choose to disobey? I say it is because of the rebellion, the stubbornness, the pride that is rampaging in the land, but I say that men have given the impetus unto the same. That is, by choosing to walk afar off, by choosing the course whereby they think they rule and reign, I say they prove they are fools. And I say, in the ruling and reigning of disobedience, there is nothing but the loss of life, the loss of peace, and the loss of safety that comes of the same. For I say, when men will persist and insist upon disobedience, I say they are literally inviting and invoking the way of death. That is, they are saying that they know better than I, and that is the way that men are meant to walk. I say how utterly stupid and foolish, dull and dumb they are to say such things. Yet I say they say it repeatedly, they exhibit their disrespect, their disobedience towards me, then they imagine they are some great thing. I say all they really are is great fools who have departed from the way of life to take up the way of death. I say this day that I, the living God, will be ever present to give to thee the life, the truth, the mercy of who I am. And I say that I will be ever present to bring thee forth, if you will but continue to keep your vision and your focus ever upon me. For I say it is me, the living God, who is indeed the righteousness, the truth, the mercy, and the peace provided. And it is me, the living God, who will continue to direct, correct, and instruct the ones who will be in obedience unto me. I say, in a wayward, vile, a corrupted, and evil generation, consider how many are dying and perishing in sin day after day. That is, consider the multitudes who die, perish in sin, and are remembered no more. Consider the multitudes who are suffering in anguish and torment, devastation and despair even now. And I say, know that the cause of it all is disobedience towards me. I say, even in the garden it was disobedience unto my commands that invited in the sin that brought all men under the curse of the same. And I say, if they had indeed obeyed my commands, they would have been kept in me. But I say, because of pride they gave themselves to disobedience. Now I say that all have paid for the same. For I say that it is through disobedience that men are taken in a way that will prove to be damnation of their souls. I say this day that I, the living God, do not call thee to invite, invoke disobedience by walking in the same. But I say that I call thee to shun all manner of disobedience, that you can come forth uplifted in me. That is, that you can come forth ever rejoicing, made glad, that I give thee the truth and the light always. That you can come forth rejoicing, made glad, that I am the one who will ever direct, correct, and bring me forth. I say this day that I, the living God, have called my people to be continual, to be steadfast in their obedience unto me. That is, not flipping and flopping, wavering and turning away, and giving themselves to the way of the rebellious. For I say, when men will go into the way of rebellion, I say they are going into the way of their own damnation. And I say, when men will give themselves to that which I, the living God, never intended, they pay for the same. I say there is none that gets a free ride, and when men think they can jump on to someone else's sacrifice and obedience and somehow make it in, I say they deceive themselves. For I say there is a way that I, the living God, have made, a way that I've intended and prepared. And I say it is the ones who are steadfastly seeking to obey me who will be counted worthy of me. But I say that the rebellious, the wayward, the careless fools will be damned in their disobedience towards me. I say it is the time that I, the living God, am clearly demonstrating my wrath, my fury, my indignation against the disobedient, against the wayward, against the ones who are lovers of self. And I say, in this generation you shall see by the spectacle that I provide, you will see them brought down. I say thank me and praise Him.
Where'd it go? There it is.
Big tornado.
Do you see it?
Yep, nice.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Just lift it up.
Lift it up.
We are generally prepared for it, but after what happened in Moore, which is about 5 to 10 miles north of where we are, seeing the destruction is very concerning to the citizens. We are being moved down to a basement area. Everybody is just trying to keep in contact with family members and making sure everyone is safe.